I go, hey, man, so, you know, I'm not really used to playing friendlies with top players, man. Just go easy on me for this first game. He looks me dead in my eye and goes, nope. And, like, just, I mean, I swear to God, if you ask about that story, he probably won't remember. But I have never been manhandled like that, at least in Brawl, the way I did when I played against him.
Man, and you know that you probably aren't the only one with that story either, because that is just the type of player MVD is. There is no reverse on this train. There is no, like, slow setting. It is just all gas, no brakes.
That's right, man. Full steam ahead as this match kicks off right here in a major way. 1% between these two players. That should let you know how evenly matched they are. And MVD, of course, having the presence of mind to just start setting up the toys everywhere on stage. Again, Roy is a very movement-heavy character, whether he's fighting ghosts or whether he's just moving around. Let's make it a little bit more difficult for him.
Yeah, making sure he gets good use out of the budget of a small nation as he throws the entire arsenal Kola's way.
No doubt about that. Kola, of course, not getting anything off of that first hit, a double-edged dance. Just trying to find that one opening, and then also keep in mind, too, MVD, one of the most battle-tested players in the neutral, especially when it comes to fighting up close and personal. Snake, of course, arm to the T. First hit of that F-tilt. You got that standing jab, and most importantly, you got up-tilt. Good stuff right there on MVD's side.
And the thing, too, that I wanted to talk about is usually, I was talking about all gas, no brakes a second ago. That would describe Kola to a T, but he can't do that in this matchup. He's got to worry about grenade trades, and he's got to worry about MVD setting up all those traps that we've been seeing. He finally manages to catch a roll with a back air to close that stock out and even us back up, but he's got to play so carefully, so measured, so patiently in this matchup that it is not the Kola that we're used to.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I think in this matchup, in my opinion, this feels more like a challenge that you have to do in order to unlock things in this game. Like, you got to fight Snake, but you also got to fight around the grenades and the bombs and stuff. And it's like, and then you also got to do it as Roy.
Oh,
I mean,
it
feels like it feels like a mini game, bro. And he's playing it pretty well for the most part. I mean, of course, has a little bit of a lead, but every time he swings, he has to figure out a way to not only outswing Snake, but swing around the grenades as well. Not getting any follow-ups after forwarder because there's always that detonation.
Yeah. But sometimes you don't need a follow-up. Sometimes just the raw sweet spot hit is enough. It's not enough this time around. MVD, though, not going to be able to live any more of those in that position. The back air sends him coast to coast, so he's still alive this time. And the falling grenade's going to allow him to land safely, but the blazer, the armor on it, and he's still alive. Wow.
He is still, I mean, Snake is a very heavy guy. I mean, Mei Ling and Otacon, they got my man suited and booted right here. So very, very heavy guy, but not heavy enough. Try to find something with that frame 4 F tilt, at least the first hit, but Kola not giving it to him. Kola right now up in a big way. I want to see how he's going to milk this stock, man.
Any damage that he can get here, though, is gang beasts, because that is Kola making sure that MVD cannot play the trade game. Back throw here. He was actually, down throw up tilt might have been true at that point on Roy. I'm not sure why he went for that instead.
Isn't it after 160 or is it after 150?
It depends on the character, and I'm not sure when it is on Roy.
Gotcha. Yeah, probably just wanted to play the safe game. Let me just go for the guaranteed stuff, and now that I know he's in that window, I can try to go for the down throw up tilt, or I can just catch him slipping. Wasn't expecting the C4 to explode where it did, and that was all a part of the plan. MVD looking good, but he's definitely looked better off this stage. Kola's up underneath you. This ain't a good spot to be in.
Uh-oh, though. Kola got to get past this ledge, got to get back to center stage. Does so beautifully. Great movement mix off of the side B in the air and then the air dodge backwards. MVD doesn't have too much left to survive if Kola keeps playing like this, and because he managed to build up such a massive lead while he had the stock advantage, MVD can't play for trades. He just has to play safe.
Yeah, he does. And playing the safe game actually isn't the worst thing in the world for MVD to do. I mean, I think when the match kicks off, that kind of sets the tone that, hey, I am going to get handsy with you after a certain point in time in the match, but for the most part, you're going to have to play my game. And I want to control the terrain and, most importantly, the pacing. But as it stands right now, he's got to show us something a little bit different in game number 1 still. Sorry, I almost called it for game number 2.
Yeah, it ain't over yet, Rod. MVD, the Cypher, saving his life there as it pops Kola up, despite Kola connecting with the down air. Throwing that grenade right back at you, and it's hit 2 of Nair, catching MVD, trying to get tricky on the ledge, not letting him get back safely, saying, okay, slow your roll. We go to game number 2 for real this time.
That's right, for real this time. This is the match I wanted to play. Kola, of course, digging really deep, and a lot of what we talked about coming into this match definitely showed itself. I think Snake is probably the character in the game that can be played the most differently. I think Sonic is up there, Steve as well, but I think for me it's definitely Snake. There's vast differences between Apollo Kage's, MVD's, Hurts, you name it. And I think specifically it is MVD's style of Snake that really gets up underneath Cola's skin, at least in the game.
Yeah.
Not in real life, of course. We're all friends. But in the game, it gets under his skin because he just knows how to strategically place these items in a way that stops Cola's movement options. Kola is such a movement and momentum-heavy player that sometimes it can be to his own detriment. But not in this case right now. At 94%, whatever Kola was thinking coming into this match is paying off in a big way.
Yeah, I think the easiest way to describe MVD's style of Snake is railroad. He likes to set up the track and force you to roll on down that track where he wants you to be. And he's so very good at doing that. But sometimes an aggressive player like Kola, they are so fast that the tracks rip up as they go over them.
That's true. That's true. Like one of the quickest players, the quickest minds, I think, in Smash, period, right now.
Yeah, Kola, you know, he's a big troll. He likes to joke around about like his opinions on the game, but he knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. Has a very deep understanding of Smash Brothers Ultimate. That's right, and he's understanding right now what it needs, what is needed, excuse me, to succeed. And he knows sometimes something as simple as just that F tilt will be enough to get it done. Of course, catch them at the 59%. Where did
brother? This
80?
Can't give him a second to breathe. He said, "No, get back in that corner." Down tilt pushing him back, but up tilt pushing him up. MVD evening up these stocks right now and back to the ledge, looking to reset the scenario and get these grenades placed properly. Oh yeah, you better drop that shield.
Oh yeah.
You better drop it.
Coming back down though. MVD got to find somewhere to land because these grenades are not helping him do so. Finally gets back down far away from Kola, just too far for him to chase up and catch him. Kola's got to land himself. And that's actually something too throughout this set. Kola has not been getting sharked. He's not had that much trouble landing. MVD in the air-to-air has been doing great, on the ground-to-ground has been doing great, but he's not been beating Kola out in ground-to-air, which is actually where I think Snake should be doing a lot more here.
Right, because even as great as Snake's buttons are, you just don't want to have to keep fighting Roy up close and personal. Get him a disadvantage and make him pay for it. I mean, we've seen how important that was with the Arsenic match just a few matches ago where, I mean, obviously Arsenic wasn't, he wasn't able to close the match out, but the matches where he really played the Roy's weaknesses were the ones where Kola really started to sweat.
100% agreed. Kola jumping just a little bit higher than that C4's range was. The sour spot back air. MVD thanking his lucky stars that Roy's sword isn't slightly longer because the pool noodle any other hit would have killed, but instead it is MVD finding a kill, pops into that up air, and we are almost even if you squint a little bit.
That's right. If you squint a little bit and turn your head to the left, it could almost be even, but open your eyes, brother. Open them up. I'm winning this match, said Kola. Of course, MVD with the slight pop-off, not quite happy with how this one is unfolding, but I think the turnaround it's a beautiful thing to see a player as talented as Kola, be able to kind of fight his demons. I mean, he kind of struggled in this matchup for a very, very long time, so it's always a good thing to see him adjust. He's practicing.
I was a little bit worried that we might end up seeing the Aegis come out as a desperation pick from Kola, but he just does not need it in this case. MVD getting taught a lesson in tempo. Kola's control of the pace of this match has been nothing short of divine.
Yeah.
Look at this. MVD tries to disengage, go over to the side to pluck a couple grenades, and Kola is there before he is.
That's right. I mean, just negating that grenade and just navigating the stage the way it should be done. Nothing off that up tilt. Of course, MVD right now a little hip to his ways. Again, as great of a character as Ray is, a lot of these approach options are very telegraphed. He's going to go from there. Forward air is usually on his way as well, but as it stands right now, MVD was able to bring this thing back ever so slightly, but having to go for that Cypher so much, I feel like is what's kind of caused him to take so much damage, and for him to be in this position, just in general.
Yeah, luckily for him, it is still a little bit difficult for Roy to break that Cypher, so it offers him like a modicum of safety. It's like a safe zone. He's like, okay, I get to go think for a little bit up in the skies where big, scary Roy can't reach me, and just a second double-edged dance, 2 in a row in your face.
Dang.
Wow.
We've seen him do that in the Arsenic match where he went for the B reverse, trying to bait out the spot dodge or the air dodge. Didn't really get much off of it, but it's paying off in a big way right now here versus MVD. Nice up smash in the corner. Okay, not very many recovery options for Roy. Very linear. He's on his way back, and I'm jumping over the Nikita, bro. I'm not afraid of you. F-tilt, first hit frame 4. Don't matter what the frame is when I got armor, though, said Kola.
Kola's armor only lasts him so long, though, as MVD quickly able to follow up right after and has brought us back to a perfectly even game and even taken the lead, and both of them picking weird options in the other's face. MVD charging up an F smash, probably a misinput, and Kola letting that up B rip, both ill-advised.
Okay, Short hop back, and that move lasts quite a bit of time. Smart to toss out over that platform, especially in a space where he likes to jump in and around on. Just put that long-lasting hitbox out there, don't you know?
Checkmate, says MVD as he catches Kola rolling in off that down throw straight onto where he placed that C4 an hour ago. He's had that set up.
That's right, man. So I had it all scouted out. It was all a part of the plan right here, and the master plan for MVD is definitely starting to work. But for how much longer is the real question? Not that much longer. And even MVD had to look over and tip to say, that was pretty good.
Like,
you got me. You got me. Said, you got me.
That's one of my favorite moments, especially in like top player sets when one of them hits like such a good read or hits a combo so clean, the other one just looks over and nod their head in respect.
So you got that. You
got
did
it.
that. You did that.
The set ain't over, but you did that.
You did that. That was cool. All righty. And as it stands right now, one stock apiece. MVD taking a lot of damage again on his way down. That's just going to hold shield. I mean, worst comes to worst, you just get a forward throw. He's off stage. I still got Cypher to cover this distance back.
Kola's sharking has been nothing short of phenomenal. MVD, every time he tries to land, eats so much damage in the process of it. But this time, when he gets his feet underneath him, he then immediately puts one of those boots to the sky, straight into Kola's chin, sends him to the screen. And that's going to be game number 3 going MVD's way, potentially the start of a mounting comeback.
Well, let's see how it all unfolds. I mean, you want to see players of this stature adjust, and adapt. I don't know what Kola's training regimen's like. He could be one of those players that just only plays at tournaments. He could be one of those players that I'm not streaming a lot, but I'm still practicing a lot. I don't know what it is, but whatever he's been doing has definitely been working versus MVD. But MVD's starting to see that light at the end of the tunnel as well, starting to figure out what it is that needs to be done. The biggest one, again, even though the movement has been immaculate from Kola, keep putting those explosives out, keep making it difficult for him to move. I think the second and most, maybe key one is to get Kola off stage. Now that, of course, is going to require you to get up close in person, which is something most players don't want to do. But if you can get Kola off stage, Snake has a lot of long-lasting hitbox to constantly keep resetting him and now to stop him from recovering.
Yeah, that falling bear will do the work of 100 men. But I'll reveal briefly to you, Rod, what Kola's training regimen is.
Well, I'm listening.
He plays a lot of melee, and that's it.
Yeah, seriously, bro?
And you know what? We've been talking about how good his movement's been throughout this set. That could be part of the reason why.
Yeah. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I think
Sticky onto Kola right now.
Got him with that sticky icky.
But
wait
it's
a
back
minute.
on MVD.
Okay, back on him, not glowing anymore. Of course, always a costume mix-up when it's on Snake. Most of his costumes, I'm going to be honest with you, very difficult to see what's going on there. Okay, but it looks like it's on the ground right now. And both sides playing ever so safe, but not safe enough. Kola off of his feet, not wanting to lose his seat right here and moving on to the next portion of the bracket, but MVD playing so safe, aggressive on the way back down with that back air.
Oh, but now it's Kola's time to shark a little bit, and he lets MVD get away with it scot-free.
Woo. Oh, nice. The fall away back here, too. Almost forcing MVD to overextend a little bit there. Oh, off the backboard, using his own tool against him. Kola with the NBA Street trick points here.
And just continuously following MVD everywhere he goes, especially in the air. Chasing him down, the side B, the grenade pops him up before he flies all the way. So the knockback cancellation is in his favor, but Kola just continues to chase. He will not let you escape.
No, he will not. He said, look, man, you are in my web of weaves right here, brother. I need you to stay right in here. You're stuck. But a one solidly placed up tilt can definitely get it done. Up tilt not quite enough, but it's okay to expend those options up close in person now, especially in a time where Kola's just kind of walking up, waiting for you to drop shield so he can go for his frame 5 jab. Why not meet him even quicker with that first hit of F tilt? Oh, did you just spot dodge in front of me? Don't ever do that.
No, sir. Kola now making MVD regret that spot dodge with every fiber of his being. Jumping over and mixing up the Nikita missile too, stays away from it. I'm always incredibly amazed and impressed when anybody can live against a good Snake past 150. You know how hard that is, Rod?
Brother,
with all the munitions flying your way at all times?
I mean, it is not an easy task, I'll put it that way. And at 185%, I can't help but to feel like this stock is definitely well past its prime. It's well done, it's charred, if you will. But the same can be said for MVD's second stock. Final stock here. Kola just has to close this one out in a big way. But I'd imagine MVD's not going to relinquish it without a fight. There's fair, double fair. Oh my goodness, Kola.
Yeah, okay, you deserve to take that back air to the face. I'm not going to lie. You got a little bit too deep into the kitchen.
A little cheeky right there. Had to still remind him, I'm still MVD, man. okay, you ain't just going to steamroll over me. I'm going down swinging. There's the forward throw, no back throw that time. And smart on MVD to just go for the air dodge away. Oh, dang.
Kola more than happy to play this trade game every single opportunity that MVD gets, because not only are the sword hits painful for the Snake, but so are the friendly grenades. They might do less damage than they would to you, but that back air does plenty as Kola closes out the set, pops that handshake, and moves on into top 24 winners where, hey, let's be real, we all expected him to be.
That's right. He should be very proud of himself, too. I mean, again, that was a matchup that he kind of struggled in for a very long time. And honestly, if you told me about, these two talented players and you kind of gave up their character matchup spread, I would say Roy would have a hard time with MVD Snake. Some of the other more,